This is our VW Transporter, July 2018. It's a 150 brake horsepower model on a T32 chassis, and it's a T6 Highline. When we originally bought the van, it was a combi van with the second owners, and the people before us just used it as a family transporter, and it had the 3 seats in the back, and we had it professionally converted by Ox Campers in Baden, and they took about 2 weeks to convert it, and we did it to our specification, and we put lots of optional extras on it, which we're going to go around and show you now. So the parking sensors at the back came as standard. We had a detachable tow bar fitted, which we leave attached most of the time. Under the tailgate here, we've got a nice little light. It's a LED strip light, which is handy when you're camping. Lots of storage here. We keep barbecue and tools and beach bits and pieces in the back here. Useful cutout for if you've got a windbreak or maybe skis to go in there, that goes all the way through. And we also got them to fit a cigarette socket there, which is handy if you've got inflatables to blow up. And then that's the main fuse box at the back here. Hooks for your coats, really handy, storage. And we'll go around to the front now. I'll leave this open. So as I say, this was originally a combi van, which means the windows on both sides were factory fitted, which is a really good thing on these vans, because sometimes when they're converted and they cut the holes and put the windows in, you can get leaks. But these have been fantastic. Normal sliding door, and I'll take my shoes off. We've got lots of lights inside. So we've got 2 lights here, a light above here, and a light under the kitchen surface here. And if we lift the top up first, so we've got this little thing here that rolls up. And we've got 2 safety straps here, either side here, and then the main is there, which we just fold up. And then fold up here, and then we can just literally push, and up it goes. And then we've got the double bed here, which we can also fold up, which we'll show you up there in a second. So both of the seats swivel around. I'll just nip out and show you how to do that. So you just open the door, the seat comes all the way forwards, and then we've got a lever on the side, which then just turns out round like that. And then you can then use the lever to go to the back. Same with the driver's seat, but you have to take the handbrake off in order to turn the seat round, which is common with most VWs. So I'm not going to do that one now, but that does turn around as well. So then inside again, I'm 6'3" and plenty of room to stand up. We've got a double hob here and the hob is electronic start on the hob. See that? And that is from a gas bottle there in a metal container with venting, which is often a thing that people look for safety. And in this cupboard here, we've got the water tank. We've disconnected it for the time being, but you can hear it, and that's the cold water feed. That's a 10-litre water tank there, which we don't use a lot of it. That tends to last a couple of days, and then you can easily just take the water tank out of that cupboard and refill it. So as I say, up the top here we have the double bed, which, if I take the camera, pretty dark up here, but we've got also an optional extra light here, which we had fitted, which is a handy reading light at night. And you've got the mattress, which is actually really comfortable. And then either side here, you've got that side here, which is just a glass window or plastic glass, and then this side, which is like a fly net, and then in front of me you've got another one as well. And then the whole lot, if it's a really hot day, the whole lot will actually unzip and lift up. So we lift that bed back up again. So this is how we normally have it during the day. Under the chairs here, we've got these amazing cupboards that just go on forever and ever and ever. And we can normally put all of our clothes and a few bits of food in there for a week or so stay. You've got your cutlery drawer in here, and you've got a really cool little fridge here with a detachable ice compartment there. You can just literally lift that ice compartment out to give you more fridge space, or put the ice compartment in and it's enough to do your ice cubes. We've already seen in there, but this is your storage effectively, saucepans or whatever. And then you've got a little cupboard there that goes back surprisingly long way. And then you've got in here, you've got a rolly thing where we, as you can see, we store our bedding and duvets and things like that. That's a large space, and that's enough for 2 duvets, 4 pillows, and lots of other bits and pieces. We had a wine rack carved out of the wood when we got it, and you've also got a lot of storage in the top just here as well, where you can store all sorts of stuff in there. And we also purchased some of these like self-adhesive things that enable you to put other bits and bobs in there as well. The beds we had are rock and roll beds. They're Isofix, and I'll just show you how they work. So you just literally bring it forwards like this, all the way, and then this lever here tips this over like this, and then this one folds down like that, and then you can reach back and that folds back like that. So you've got a really comfy double bed there, and you can either sleep upstairs or downstairs. So that's the double bed, and then putting it back is a relatively easy task. You just put that like that, and then pull this one. And we tend to go along like this, which means if you go to the boot again, you've got a handy parcel shelf there that you can store things as you're going along, or you can just fold this one back up here like this, and then I'll just show you how to push it back. So that's back in position there. So at the top here we have 2 more cupboards where we keep teas and coffees and glasses and things like that, and the blackout blinds here on either side. And to open the window, you've got this handy little switch there, which is quite nice. Same on this side. And if we come in a second, we've got another table here. This table we had fitted here, which is a quite handy design, and that's a collapsible table there that we can have outside. Just quite a nice little design that just fits in there, hides away, you don't know you've got it. And when you're eating in here, you've got a table that comes out of here that's a really simple design. One click, the leg comes open, and then that can slide along anywhere on this rail here, and it just clicks in place, which is nice. And yeah, you can move this seat forward if you wanted to get a bit nearer, or you can move the seat forward and sit on the passenger seat there. All very easy to change. Just outside the van, we have an awning rail here, all the way along the side of the van. And we've got 2 awnings with this van. We've got one which is a day awning, we call it really, which is just a piece of canvas held up by 3 poles. And then we've got another Vango awning, which there's a photo of now, and that's a proper standalone awning where you can actually drive the van away, and we've got the drive away kit for that, so you can go for a day out, and then just when you get back to the campsite you can draw up level with the awning, put it on the rail, and you're good to go. So the other thing worth mentioning, the previous owner put on these waterproof covers on the armrests as well. These are height adjustable armrests, so they go up and down, which is really nice. So the seats are basically brand new. We leave the covers on. If you've been out on a walk, or you're wet or whatever, you're dirty jeans, it's just easier. And the headrests are protected as well. So the 2 front seats are in as new condition. Height adjustable, backwards, forwards, everything you could want. Manual gearbox, DAB radio, air conditioning, heater, USB socket there, handy glove compartment, and in the side of each of the doors you've got a huge locker here. I say locker, you've got a huge space there to put stuff as you're going along. You also got another 12-volt outlet on there, which we find quite handy when you're using your phone as a sat nav. So as we said before, we've got the 240-volt socket outside, and which means you can have a kettle or anything on here, plugs. And we've got a solar panel on the top, and you can see at the moment we're reading 12.1 volts. So that's topping up the leisure battery. So you're never going to have a flat van battery because the leisure battery would go flat first. But we find even on a gloomy day like this, the solar panel is actually getting in quite a bit of power. We have an app as well, which tells you how much solar panel wattage is going in, which is quite handy. Another upgrade we had was the diesel heating. This works when you've got over half a tank of diesel. If you've got under half a tank, it won't work for obvious reasons. You don't want to drain your fuel out with your heating. But this is really good on a cold day. We've got a single blow heater down there. And yeah, it gets really warm and toasty in here on a colder day or first thing in the morning. So there we go. Just one more thing on the tow bar at the back. We have 2 electric bikes, and we put them on a tool bike carrier on the back, and it works absolutely perfectly. So we've done the van's done 26,000 miles in total. So we're the second owner. It's a T6 on a T32 chassis. It is the 150 brake horsepower model. A lot of VW transporters out there, the 110. We've done the NC 500 in Scotland. We've been to Spain, we've been to Italy, we've been to Switzerland in it, and just no problems at all. And one of the really cool things about this size of van, this is the short wheelbase one, is that it'll fit in a normal car parking space of a supermarket or wherever you might want to park it. And it's also, as we found out when we drove through Paris, it's under 2 meters as well, just under 2 meters. So you can get through the height restrictions if you're going under the Paris underground system or into a height restricted car park. So there we go. It's up for sale. If you'd like to come and see it, get in touch.